Hello, my name is Matt Bird, and I want to welcome you to the PublishU Podcast, where we explore the real life stories of authors from around the world. Today, I'm joined by Sandra St John from London, who has written a book called Back to Life. Sandra, welcome.
Hello, Matt. Welcome. Thank you.
Nice to see you.
And
And
you too.
you
Thank you for
are a
having me.
globally published author, and we want to know
Yes.
about you and about your book. So let's
Ah,
start with
yes.
you. Tell us who you are, what you do, Sandra. What's your thing?
Well, I am a mother. I'm a Christian, and I'm active in the church. I work as a service analyst for a transport company. So, yeah.
You keep the trains running.
Well, I keep the time. Well, I update the timetables and
Okay.
things like that. So yes, make sure
Very
they're on
good.
track on time.
You're good at detail and you're good at management.
Yes, yeah, I
And what is
am.
it you love about that, Sandra?
I like to be able to serve our customers and giving them, the up-to-date journeys and wherever they go. And so, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Very good. And so you've written a book. I mean,
that's
when did you
right.
first think you might want to write a book, Sandra?
So what was that? What?
When did you first think that you might want to write a book?
Well, this was last year, and I decided to write a book on my life experience, what I actually went through. It I've been
And what
through
made you
quite
think about writing it last year? What was it? Why last year? Why not the year before or 10 years ago?
well. I was I've been through a traumatic experience, and I wanted to write about it.
Ah,
Um, I had suffered some life-threatening conditions, and I wanted to write about my experience of what I went through.
yeah.
So yeah, that was
You,
my number one reason why.
wow.
And
You said conditions,
yes, yes,
plural. I mean,
yeah, I had more. Yeah,
but what were the one or two or I mean, what were the
I
conditions you
had
were able to say?
I had three life-threatening conditions,
Oh my goodness.
and obviously it was a traumatic experience being in the hospital and being in ICU, and with everything that was going on around me. um, it was what I had been through was very traumatic, and I want to write this book to inspire other people's how I got through those life-threatening
Yeah.
conditions, and having that power and that will within me to
Mm,
battle it through, because it
yeah.
hasn't been easy.
No, no.
Obviously, it
Sandra,
hasn't been
do,
easy at
do
all.
you do
So
you feel comfortable to say what the conditions were?
yes, I do, absolutely. Um, Number one, I had sepsis. I had the second one I had was strep A. And the third one is a very long word, which I shorten it to HLH. These are three um, life-threatening illnesses, conditions that I suffered.
Yeah.
And without my faith in God, um, my people around me that supported me, um, and also the faith in me and that power and that drive to battle through those conditions. I wouldn't be here today talking to you, quite
Mm,
simply.
yeah.
Um, I literally went from, I mean, I had no warning at all.
Yeah.
It was a regular day, when
Gosh.
it started, and it was something that happened so quickly.
Yeah.
so suddenly and so unexpectedly.
Mm.
Yeah, it just really makes you look at life
Wow.
with a different
Wow.
focus.
So
You know,
it was
you
your
just,
faith, your
yes,
friends, and a kind of
yeah.
a driving force within you.
Yes, I was battling, I was fighting, I had a battle, um, that inner power within me to say,
Yeah.
I've got to get through this. And all I can do was just to rely on the Almighty God to help me through this,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, yeah.
And
So
tell
I
us.
had to write it. I couldn't keep it within myself.
Yeah.
I have to write this book, to
Yeah.
write it down on paper and to tell others.
Yeah. To encourage them on anything they might.
Absolutely,
So if you're
absolutely.
listening to this and you're facing something life-threatening,
Yeah, mhm.
then you need to get this book.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, and to
And
inspire others as well, and to give
and
them hope.
Sandra, I'd love just to dig a little bit deeper. How was
Yes.
it that your friends helped you through this? I mean, I can imagine, but just give us a story of how your friends helped you.
Oh, yeah. They came and saw me in hospital, and they prayed for me. They encouraged me. My friends, they sang songs. Um, my husband, he came every day and he played gospel music, and it really did help. It really did help the journey, because
Yeah,
it wasn't easy being lying there. Um, it was so bad that I had all kinds of wires connecting to machines. The conditions that I had suffered was I had um, inability to even breathe. So my lungs collapsed. I had kidney failure. Um, it was As well as that. On top of those three things, I also suffered toxic shock syndrome as well. So it's just a miracle,
yeah, yeah.
how I
Amazing.
survived all those.
Yeah,
It's a miracle why I'm
yeah,
here. It really is. I'm
yeah.
just
And
so
and
happy.
and the other miracle, of course, was that you've written a book.
Absolutely. And I remember people saying to me, I knew I had to write. I knew that's what gave me that focus in writing it. But at the same time, I kept doubting myself, thinking, I don't know if I can do this. And Matt, I read your book. Do you remember you gave me that book?
Yeah,
Yes, I can. And
yeah,
I read it and I thought, you know what? I can do this, because I was doubting myself, something that I haven't not done before. And also all kinds of doubts was going through my mind. And I thought, I read the book and I thought, I've got to do this. I just said to myself, yes, I can do this.
yeah.
Must do it. So yes,
That's why I called the book Yes, I Can.
yeah, yeah, it really did help. It really did.
Yeah,
And being on your course, Matt, it was such an amazing experience, and to go through the stages of writing the book. And because if I had done it on my own, I would not have done this. I would not have done it
yeah,
on my own.
yeah,
And the course really did help me. And
yeah,
and also it's you got that opportunity, not only just me, but with others as well, to share and ideas, and
yeah,
so that really did help.
yeah,
Gave
yeah.
me that drive and that push to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes,
And I think I remember that you were very surprised about what you achieved during the course.
absolutely.
You didn't
Yeah.
just write half a book, you wrote a
No,
whole book.
I wrote a whole book, and I was surprised to find out how easy it was, because I never really had a situation where you get writer's block and you don't know what to say. Or no, it just came
Yeah, yeah.
through quite really easily. And
And
you
and
know
when I said to you that you could write your book in 100
yeah,
days at
yeah,
the beginning, did you believe me?
I did not believe you, seriously. I thought, 100 days to write this book? No way
And
I
did you
can
did
do
you
this.
write it in 100 days?
I wrote it in, yes, I did. Yeah, I wrote my book in 100 days.
Wow,
It's
wow.
amazing. It's amazing
Oh,
achievement. And I'm just
well,
so happy that I've done this. And, yeah,
uh,
yeah.
oh, it's wonderful to hear. And what for you do you think was the biggest obstacle in writing your book?
Obviously, I have to relive my experience, my traumatic, because it wasn't easy. It was very
Yeah.
traumatic, and reliving them was difficult.
Mm.
Um, but I knew I had to get it all out of my system, get it onto paper, you know. So that was my drive and my focus, just to get it out, all
Yeah.
out. It wasn't easy, but yeah, I did it. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm happy that I did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because my thinking is like if somebody else could read it and then, hopefully it will inspire them and it will just give them hope, to think, oh my God, she'd been through that and, and look where she is today,
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. So
So
my book is very emotional. It
yeah.
describes my feelings or what I was feeling at the time. So, and it's my words and yeah, it's a testimony, really. It's a testimony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what is your hope, Sandra? What is it that you hope your book achieves for
Well,
somebody who reads it? What do you hope
yeah.
it does in their life?
Yeah, whoever is going through that's sort of similar situation and find themselves in a dark place and I hope that book will inspire them to know that there is hope and that you know whatever it is you're going through you know situations can turn around. God can turn it around for you, just like He did it for me. He can do the same for you. So yeah, yeah.
Oh, beautiful to hear, Sandra. Really
Yeah.
beautiful to hear.
Just as
And
long as you have that faith and that power within yourself
yeah,
and have that belief within yourself that
yeah,
you can get better, you can,
yeah,
heal and
yeah.
it's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happen to
And
me.
so now your book is globally published. I mean, how does
Yes.
that make you feel?
Oh, it just makes me feel really excited. I'm so happy. I really am. Yeah, yeah. I'm so finally to know that I've actually you know, giving birth basically to my
To your book?
experience, my book. Yeah, yeah. I'm
Well,
just
that's a
happy.
great way to put it.
Yes, it is.
Well, thank you, Sandra, and
Oh,
thank
thank you
you
so much, Matt.
all for listening to the PublishU podcast featuring the real life stories of authors from around the world. If you're interested in becoming an author like Sandra, please do visit our website, www.publishu.com. And if you enjoyed this broadcast, make sure you subscribe for more. Thank you so much for joining us, and goodbye for now.
Thank